Have you ever seen something so shocking you had to do a double take? That's exactly what happened to a group of farmers one ordinary afternoon. They were heading out to check on their cattle, expecting a peaceful scene of cows grazing in the fields. But what they found instead was a life-or-death struggle straight out of a nightmare. A massive python, one of the biggest they had ever seen, had coiled itself around a young cow, and it was a terrifying sight. The cow was clearly in distress, letting out panicked cries as the snake tightened its grip. The other cows in the herd were agitated, running around nervously, but they were powerless to help their friend. The farmers knew they had to act fast. A snake of this size could easily crush and suffocate a full-grown animal. Time was running out. Without a second thought, they sprang into action. This wasn't just about saving livestock. It was about saving a life. Their first challenge was just getting near the two animals. The python was huge, probably over 20 feet long, and its powerful body was a fortress of muscle. Approaching it was incredibly dangerous. One wrong move and the snake could strike, or even worse, try to wrap itself around one of them. Armed with long sticks and poles, they cautiously surrounded the scene. Their plan was simple but risky. Try to uncoil the snake from the cow without harming either animal. They started by prodding the snake's tail end. The idea was to irritate it enough to make it loosen its grip, but not so much that it would become aggressive towards them. It was a delicate balance. The snake, focused on its prey, initially ignored their efforts. Its entire being was concentrated on squeezing the life out of the poor cow. The cow's cries were getting weaker, and its breathing was becoming shallow. The situation was getting more desperate by the second. Seeing that just prodding the tail wasn't working, a few of the braver farmers got closer. They started using their sticks to try and pry the snake's coils off the cow's body. This was the most dangerous part of the rescue. The snake's head was buried somewhere in the tangle of its own body, making it hard to know where it might strike from. Every time they managed to lift a coil, the snake would just tighten another part of its body. It was a grueling battle of strength and willpower. They yelled and shouted, making as much noise as possible to distract and confuse the python. The cow was now lying on the ground, barely moving. It looked like they were losing the fight. These farmers were not about to give up. They regrouped and came up with a new strategy. One group would focus on finding the snake's head and covering it with a sack to disorient it, while the others would work together to pull on its tail with all their might. Finally, they located the snake's head. As one man bravely threw a large cloth over it, the others gave a massive heave on the tail. The sudden combined force seemed to work. The snake, momentarily blinded and pulled from behind, began to uncoil. It was a slow process, inch by painstaking inch. The farmers worked in unison, pulling and pushing, their muscles straining. You could feel the tension in the air. Slowly but surely, the cow began to emerge from the snake's deadly embrace. With one final, coordinated effort, they pulled the last coil free. The cow was safe. It lay on the ground, exhausted and terrified, but alive. The snake, now free, quickly slithered away into the nearby bushes, probably just as eager to escape the chaos as everyone else. The farmers rushed to the cow's side, checking it for injuries. Miraculously, aside from some bruises and being completely traumatized, it was going to be okay. They helped the weak cow to its feet and guided it back to the safety of the herd. It was an incredible moment of relief and triumph. These ordinary people showed extraordinary courage to save an animal in need, risking their own safety to face down a fearsome predator. It's a powerful reminder of the compassion and bravery that people are capable of. What an unbelievable rescue! Thanks so much for watching this incredible story unfold. If you were as moved as I was by this amazing rescue, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing content. See you in the next video.